So actually things are not too bad, I guess. But a lot of the time for us, we're now watching shows that are 20 years old, that we watched in our childhood or young adulthood, and were fun shows, and just, I think we'd like to watch that again. Because they're more entertaining than a lot of the current shows are. Okay, how are we doing? It is just turned 11. Real time. So probably go for another hour-ish. And I think I'm going to need some lunch. Not sure when anybody else is getting up for breakfast, but kind of beyond breakfast now. Sounds like a name of a cafe. Beyond breakfast. We got a really nice little cafe close by here. Called Farm to Table. The downside is they're open from 7, 8 o'clock in the morning maybe, and they close at 1:30. So barely get you through lunchtime. And I mean, we're pretty sure that they could stay open all day if they wanted to. I don't think they want to. That's the thing. We thought we'd go there on Wednesday lunchtime. There was no room in the parking lot. People were standing by their cars, kind of indicating, yeah, we're waiting for a seat because they've only got like a dozen tables. So we figured, we'll go eat somewhere else because I'm working and I have an hour for lunch. I don't have an hour to stand around waiting for a table to free up. Which was unfortunate. As I said, nice place, but it's a very small building, and so I'm guessing in part their supplies or food to make things is limited by their storage. So if they opened all day, chances are they wouldn't be able to serve everything because they don't have storage capacity for staying open that long. And potentially they're also, we'd like a social life, and the evenings are ours, and the mornings, daytimes are work time. Yeah, we'll do that. There was another good restaurant that recently closed just after COVID. And they retired, but they would have a lunchtime sort of hoagies and burgers menu. And then in the evening, they would have sort of sit-down steak dinners. So it was a completely different clientele morning to evening, and they also, but they did stay open for all the things. Okay, we are I'm going to see how much of this I can get on the way out, just so that it looks good. Missed a bit. Back up. I'll turn that off. I'm going to claim it. Oh, now that I don't own the field, I can't see. I was wondering what the coverage looked like, but I can't find that out. Okay, and now we need to go down the road a ways. There is a farm track just to the left. Oh, crud. Just before the footpath starts, or the sidewalk starts, if you're American. Which I believe takes us to the batch of fields in this corner. And this is the only way to get here, which is one of the reasons why I want to open up that forest at the top end of our huge field. We'll buy that, we'll chop down a few trees, we'll make some money. Well, I think it's an evergreen forest. Let's pull in here, see if we can figure it out. Yeah, that clump of spruce or whatever they are, I want to buy that, and once we do, I'll chop down a couple of those to make a farm track out from our farm, and I may chop down more of those just as an income for winter. Or at least a short-term income for winter. We can chop down some of the trees, we can sell them, we can replant them, we can wait 10 years and then chop them down again. Except for the farm track, which I'm planning to extend just up by the farm track we came down here. Oh, then that way we'll be able to get to the grain mill without our tractors having to drive up that huge long drag. Guess if I keep talking, the computer might hear me and say what it would be really nice is if one of the Volvo semi-trucks came up for sale in the store sales, because I've noticed very frequently I will be talking about a thing and the very next stream that thing is up for sale. You can get it at half price and it's like, oh, okay. So I'm kind of convinced my computer's listening to me and then scheduling used equipment that I've been talking about. So Volvo Globetrotter or FH16 or whatever it is, that would be really nice. And I could possibly look at buying something like the Krone curtain cider and a tipper. Maybe a tanker, possibly in that order. I mean, obviously, for liquid fertilizer, I tend to buy the pallet of dehydrated fertilizer that costs just shy of £10,000 for 6,000 litres. that'll fit on the back of the truck, and I can just drive that quickly back to the farm. Same with seed. You know, I don't need a big truck to haul that stuff, at least not at the moment. Although I can order fertilizer and lime from the silos on the farm. Still, it's a lot of my transporting woes are harvest and productions. If there was an easy way to ship those, that would be nice. Anyway, how are we doing? 20%. We have one more field to do after this, and I think the last field's quite small. But even so, if we're less than 10% on this one, I think we'll get the last field done too. It's only, well, it's coming up to midday. I think there were 2 more fertilization contracts available. Not going to worry about those. Once we've done the last one, we'll head back to the farm. And call this a good day. We should be shy of 775,000. That's not bad. And as I said, let's go cruise control and bring up the weather. October 4. Okay, we're in October 2. October 3 and 4 look like they're going to be wet. November 1 does not. I'm missing bits. So potentially what I could look at here is depends what the weather is like on October 4. I could mow it and wait until November 1 to, well, that's the thing. Our mower is a windrower, or includes windrowing capabilities, but typically you'd go out, mow the grass, and then ted it a few times before you collect it, even for silage. Although our mower has a conditioner and will row. Just a faster, more efficient job. Okay, that's a little bit better. Should be able to pretty much do all of this on my way back. And then, how are we doing? Still 13% in the tank, that's good. Oi, oi, oi. I think after I've done this field, I'm going to need to take a quick break. And then we'll continue through to 12. awkwardly, I think this side is close to the width of the sprayer than the other two sides. So we'll do it this way. Alrighty, that's done. We will come to a stop there. Turn the lights off mostly. Get that folding up. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And okay, I'm back. So, what was the other thing I wanted to check? I can't remember. Ugh. Oh, I didn't get paid for this one yet. Squeak through there. Get paid. Do a job, get paid. Boop. And last one is almost negligible amounts of money, which should mean almost negligible amounts of spray. The entrance field is to the right. What's that? That's the carpentry. Oh, that's where we want to take our lumber when we buy it. And farmland. That patch there costs 57,000. It's at plus 2.6%. It's purchasable. We can afford it. Okay, good to know. Not sure I'm going to buy it right now, just because we will need some. I've got a chainsaw. I don't have a tractor with a front load arms, so and I don't have a log forwarder trailer to move logs around with, so not necessarily going to be a thing. We're going to need to buy the land and a trailer to haul logs around on. If we get them, then we can just chop down the trees we want, make money. Oh, actually, this is, good grief, this is actually a long way to go, but we can depart this area via just past the supermarket and the store. Okay, where is the world? Down here. Good grief, this is all the way round back behind the bike sheds. this unfolded. Second round of fertilization for this field as well. Zoop. Okay, let's do this thing. So game time, it's only 9:30 in the morning. Oh, I've been looking at all sorts of wrong information. But I think 6 contracts is more than enough for today. Maybe we'll sell another 2 trucks of flour. And then go to sleep, and then move on to October 3, see what's up for grabs then. The other thing I've noticed in my travels is this year looks like an incredibly good time for corn. The corn fields are incredibly tall. We've had a lot of rain, which plants like rain, plants also like sunshine. And we have had some incredibly hot days. But as I said, a lot of rain, which is why, I mean, this is probably the first year we've had any serious flooding in the basement, and I don't know if that's indicative of degrading of the seals around the basement, or if it's truly an excessive amount of rain this year. Could be both. Could be that, you know, as the water forces its way into the basement, you get to the point where it's, yeah, you kind of need to get this fixed, or it's going to get very, very, very expensive very quickly. So, there's that. Where's the contracts? There's the contracts. Get paid for that. Boop. And there are 2 more fields, both very small. That's 72 is about the size of the one we just did. Oh, actually no, we get paid the big number. But when you discount the cost of fertilizer, that's effectively what you get paid. Anyway, not worried about that. Let's drive forwards. Forwards driving is good. Okay, so we got paid for that. We have 169 litres of spray in the tank, so not going to do any more spraying today. I'm really happy with where we got up to. Just head back to the farm. In fact, let's head back to the farm in the cab. Why not? Don't do that nearly often enough. Now, if contracts use precision farming, there is the potential that you could end up doing a lot of contracts for very little fertilizer, much like our fields. I mean, obviously that barley field needed a huge influx. It took us over 6,000 litres to fertilise that field, but yeah, our grass fields, we can run out and we can fertilise all of our grass fields on 1,000 litres. Because different crops need different amount of nitrogen. You actually want to know, if I'm fertilising canola, I'm going to need an absolute ton. But if I've already been out and fertilised it once, I probably don't need an absolute ton because I've already done half of it. Anyway. Let's get back to the farm. So yeah, I'll take the truck out. We'll get that. We'll sell a couple more pallets of flour just to keep the flour moving. I mean, like I said, we have so much of the stuff. It's going to take us ages to get rid of all of it. We can also check on how far through the barley we've got, because again, that we've still got 60,000 litres of that as of yesterday. Get this unloaded, we'll get it washed again. And I can stick it in the back of the shed. Again, I have to put the sprayer back in its shed. Alrighty. There we go, empty that. That didn't take long at all. That's probably about as far as we're going to get there. See what's going on over there. There we go. Look at that. I'm driving with the typically less than stellar mirrors. But we're back. Clean off the tractor again. Clean off the sprayer again. And there's a lot of outlet valves there. Anyway, let's put that away, jump in the tractor and drive over here. So I think I'll have another quick look. Oh no,